All right, San Diego State, a really good win against Air Force. I mean, this game was not close. I mean, I guess it was close at the beginning, obviously, but Air Force, one win in conference play. It's not a good basketball team. San Diego State is a good basketball team. I know it was on the road, but this was one of the few charter flights, I think, this season for San Diego State. I was reading a piece in the UT about that. Well, it looked like it ended up working. Ladie, it's not like he had this amazing performance. It's not like he scored a ton of points, but it was spread around a lot from these guys. Butler, Ladie, I mean, Waters is someone that really stood out in this game for me tonight. Was he going to miss a shot was what I was asking myself multiple times. Just steal, up the court, pull up, three. I mean, if they can get that Reese Waters when it matters the most, that's really going to help this Aztecs team. So it was a wild night in the Mountain West. A couple top teams ended up losing. I think Boise and Utah State both lost. So now it's a four-way tie at the top of the Mountain West. And while I have been like, oh, not great to be losing on the road to some of these teams like they have, like Boise State, like New Mexico, they're still not in a bad spot. And you want those losses to happen on the road now as opposed to probably, at the end of this month in March, because then obviously you're more closer to the NCAA tournament, and that's really more like what your team actually is. So they're still in a fine spot. You don't want them to lose those games on the road because now it feels like, all right, they're going to have to continue to be really good at Viejas Arena, and they're going to have to win some of those tough games remaining that are on the road. But at the same time, again, those losses happened earlier, and with some of the struggles that they have had, guess what? Through the injuries, through the lack of three-point shooting at times, the road losses, they're still tied at the top of the Mountain West. The Mountain West, it's a tough conference. There are five, six good teams, and a couple that were in top 60 in the net, top maybe 40, I forget the exact numbers. Like, they lost tonight. And San Diego State, they have been one of those teams a couple of times on the road. So that's just what happens in the Mountain West. This was a game that San Diego State needed to win, and they won it, so it's good. And now they're going to face off against Nevada, which will be an interesting matchup. Seems like it always is, so looking forward to that matchup. I think that's on Friday night. But yeah, this was it was simply a game that they need to have, and they got it.